Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your hypoxia coach for today, and we have level 1.5 chair teaser. This is a level 1 movement and a level 5 breathography, meaning we're adding in our 6 beat breath retentions, of which we have 3 breath cycles today. At the conclusion of each of our engaged exhales, we're retaining the breath for 6, not with tension, not with force, but view it as like a pause in your breath at the complete exhale. So you're teaching your body to completely exhale. And a lot of research has shown that it's at the end of the breath, when we're squeezing those last ounces of air out, that resisted breath, that kicks on some of those deep abdominals that we want to be working in an exercise like this. This is the chair teaser. It's inspired by the classic Joseph Pilates teaser exercise. And this is a beginner level on a chair with our feet on the ground. So I'm very excited to teach this to you. Maybe you've done some of the earlier levels, now you're just tacking on this more advanced breathography. If you're working with a hypoxia coach and they've suggested a variation on this exercise, always follow that because that's there to optimize your program. Otherwise, this is a perfect starting place, so let us begin. Put the ball in between your inner thighs here and then equally plant your foot tripod, the points of foot tripods into the ground. That's big toe, pinky, heel. Now squeeze the ball and shoot the knees right over the third toe. So don't let it release, but squeeze it. Use that ball to not only engage the inner thighs, connecting you more deeply to your lower abdominals, but also it serves as tactile feedback. If you start feeling the ball move around too much here, then you probably lost your pelvic stability and you want to work on that. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Is your weight equalized between the 2 points of your foot tripod, the 2 points of your sit bones? I'm getting my tripods and my sit bones mixed up here. So sit bones, those bony structures at the base, like right in the center of the glute there. You don't want to be forward of those bones, engaging your lower back muscles. You don't want to be behind the bones, tucking the tailbone under and probably most likely putting pressure on the tailbone. So you want to be about halfway between the two, anchored right in the center of those sit bones, okay? That's your neutral. And as you lean back, you want to maintain that pressure. So we're going to be leaning back on this exercise. So you're going to practice that a couple times, maintain that neutral spine. Now here, this is as much a posture exercise as it is an ab exercise. So I want you to press your hands down into your chair like this, and then screw them into the chair. So if the chair was slippery, they would screw out like that, and also press them forward in space. So if the chair was slippery, they'd push forward. So it's a screw and push technique as you keep the shoulder blades together. So I have a narrow stool here. You might have a narrow stool like me, and you can perform the same action even with folded hands, where you screw out and then you push forward, immediately igniting those abs. It feels awesome. Now, shoulder blades are together. The head is pushing back in hypoxic head stance, which is pushing back into a pair of imaginary hands and getting lifted up the whole time, like tractioned up, creating height in the spine. So if I say height in the spine, that's what I mean. We're decompressing the spine with our breath as we lift up through the top of the head. Now, you're holding that neutral spine when you lean back. Soft shish and loud shish of your engaged exhale, those final 2 breath stages, you should be loosening your ab ribbon around the waist. If you can't, maybe try to loosen your ab ribbon a little. Sometimes with these isolated ab exercises, you just need to loosen it a touch so you can feel the difference between tight and loose. Or you might just need to stay in a seated upright position for now, and that's okay. It may be that leaning back is just too much for your abdominals. You don't quite have the strength to stay connected to your deep core. That's it. So you just start in the seated up position, and then over time you lean back, and that's it. So let's take it. We have 3 breath cycles, 6 beat breath retentions. Squeeze the ball, foot tripod. You will close your eyes in this exercise, deepening your connection between your abdomen and the ab ribbon. First couple times you won't because you'll be watching and learning, but over time know that that's a progression, closing the eyes to visualize that transversus abdominis, that deep muscle that loosens the ribbon around the waist on the soft shish and loud shish is happening every single breath cycle. Okay, so let's take it. Screw the hands, shoulder blades together, push the hands forward, knees squeeze, foot tripods, neutral spine, lean back, head stance, close the eyes, zip up, activation, inhale, hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 1, inhale 2, loose ribbon, hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fill the ribbon, inhale, inhale, loosen the ribbon, heighten the spine, hold 6, 5, 4, stay lifted, 3, 2, and 1, pause, inhale, inhale, loosen your ribbon, you're holding 6, 5, head back, 4, shoulders back, 2, 1. Deceptive. Amazing work.